Nearly 35 days after the Enforcement Directorate team was attacked in West Bengal, Sandeshkhali, now villagers, especially women, are up at arms against the absconding Trinamool Congress leader Sheikh Shahjahan and his aides. On 9th of February, women of Sandeshkhali staged protests demanding the arrest of Trinamool Congress strongman Sheikh Shahjahan and his aides. With sticks and brooms in their hands, local women taking out processions in different areas. The villagers alleging that Shahjahan and his men have established a reign of terror, quote unquote. They allege that dignity of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe women were being repeatedly violated, and it was being done in a systematic manner of targeting these women. They accused the Trinamool of forcefully grabbing their land, claiming that swaths of tribal land have also been captured by them. They also claim that farmers are forced to work without any pay. They further were angered by the inaction of the local police. Villagers even vandalizing and torching poultry farms and other property of aides of Shahjahan Sheikh. West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose visiting Sandeshkhali, meeting the villagers and saying this is the worst that could happen in a civilized society. The issue soon snowballed into a political fight both inside and outside the Bengal Assembly as the BJP slammed the Trinamool Congress-led government and said Mamata Banerjee is known for the genocide of Hindus. The left too accusing the state of not acting against Shahjahan Sheikh. The Trinamool accusing the BJP, Congress and left of fueling the unrest and attempting to polarize. Let's go straight across to Union Minister for Women and Child Welfare and also Minister for Minorities, Smriti Irani ji. Namaste Smriti ji, this is Anand here. Thank you very, very much. You had a very forceful and pointed press conference earlier in the day, but the Trinamool has accused you of trying to divide people, communities and also try and push danga. What does she want? Does she want danga is what they said in their press conference, ma'am.
I think that if you hear the allegations that the female victims of Sandeshkhali leveled at the Trinamool Congress, the allegations were very pointed. Firstly, the women said, and for all Bengali women, we know the Shakha Pola is an indication of our married life, that their Shakha Pola was taken broken. Many women have articulated their angst that house to house there was a search for young married women and that only Hindu women were picked. These are words of the victims themselves and it cannot be ascribed to any political organization or any politician for that matter. The issue is that instead of reaching out to female victims, the Trinamool Congress is painting itself to be a victim unto itself because there is a national outcry now on the basis of the statements that have been proffered by the victims of Sandeshkhali. The Trinamool cannot deny that Sheikh Shahjahan has run riot. The Trinamool cannot deny that the allegations by these female victims is that it's the Trinamool party leaders who have searched for women on the basis of their age, their physicality and their religion. Thirdly, the women in Bangla have said that Bodo Babu okhane dariye chilo, means the bureaucrat was standing by when these women were being headhunted to be raped. Then these women have gone on to allege, and these women were not brought together by any political organization. They were fed up of being continuously raped. They have said in Bangla to reporters who went to cover their outrage locally that their husbands were pointedly told in the presence of Bode Babu, God knows which bureaucrat they are referring to, or police officer, that now you shall remain husband only in name. And now you have physically no rights over the woman that has been identified by the Trinamool Congress. Now, instead of reaching out to these families, for the Trinamool Congress to utilize their time to attack me or anybody who is bringing up this issue nationally is a matter of great shame. Are they of the opinion that the women victims of Sandeshkhali do not matter because now some politician or some political organization is talking about it?
Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has said that arrests have been made. Somebody from the left has been arrested. The Trinamool Congress aides of Sheikh Shahjahan have been suspended for 6 years from the party. One of them, Uttam Kumar.
is
Uttam Sarkar.
suspension of 6 years from a political party under the law, the legal direction to bring to justice perpetrators of mass rape? Is it not true that those who were CPM gundas and rapists and marauders and murderers in the CPM now are a part of the Trinamool fleet? Question now is, where is Sheikh Shah Jahan? And why is Mamata Banerjee providing political patronage to such a rapist, to such a henchman?
The other question is, why is the BJP speaking up now and it's jumping only to try and profiteer electorally? That's an allegation that's also been made.
Are you saying that if the BJP speaks, these women victims of Sandeshkhali are not to get justice? Is it now my responsibility to hold my tongue so that these women get justice? Is Mamata Banerjee assuring me that as of this night, she will have Sheikh Shah Jahan arrested and brought to justice? If that is her assurance, she can be assured that I will not speak about it. But Mamata Banerjee will want Sheikh Shah Jahan to run riot, to have women raped. She presides over the genocide of innocents. And her only problem is that people like me will speak about it.
The allegation is not about raising the concerns of women if they have been, and the allegations that they have made, what's been perpetrated upon them. The allegation is to try and push this binary of Hindu versus Muslim. They have taken umbrage to you specifically mentioning Hindu women.
I take umbrage that women were being identified on the basis of their age, their physical makeup, and their religion. For 4 to 5 days, these women have been speaking out in public. And the Mamata Banerjee TMC government is waking up now when I do a press conference on it. Why is it that for the past 5 days, when these women have been congregating and speaking, not once has Mamata Banerjee herself reached out? Why is it that when these women are congregating, impose Section 144 in Sandeshkhali? Why is it that when somebody wants to speak about this issue in the Legislative Assembly, they are being suspended? So the problem is that Smriti Irani is speaking, or the problem is that Sheikh Shah Jahan is providing protection and ensuring that women are identified on the basis of their age, physicality, and their religion and being raped repeatedly? What seems to be the challenge for Mamata Banerjee? To deal with Sheikh Shah Jahan or to deal with Smriti Irani?
Will you be visiting Sandeshkhali? Because some of the accounts, even I've heard them, Smriti, are quite shocking.
Again reiterating, the National Commission for Women has sent an inquiry committee. I know the politics of the TMC. They will politicize the issue instead of ensuring that the victims get justice. They are pushing the constitutional envelope so that they can play victims in the eyes of the public. The question is, why is not the Chief Minister of Bengal yet reached out to the women of Sandeshkhali? These women have come out after repeated rapes and violence against them. They have come out so that women of Sandeshkhali are no longer victimized. Mamata Banerjee can claim political martyrdom whenever she wants. The issue is, forget the politics of it. As a human being, why hasn't she reached out yet?
But that's a scenario in Bengal, even after in between 48 hours, what ran rampant after the assembly polls.
Can you imagine the incompetence of Mamata Banerjee? That in just one geography in her state, she can't find that one man? Who is the Sheikh Shah Jahan? He instigated a mob of 1,000 people to pelt stone at investigators who went to Sandeshkhali. So much so that the ED had to give a statement saying 3 officers have been injured. and injured grievously. The intent of the mob was to kill these officers. Imagine the impunity of the Trinamool Gunda, that officers of law are being pursued so that they can be put to death. Women are being identified from home to home so that they can be raped. Are you telling me Mamata Banerjee did not know what is happening in Sandeshkhali or in a Trinamool office where these women were being taken to be raped? Are you telling me that such is her system, that nobody in her bureaucracy could wake up the chief minister? Is she that incompetent or is she complicit? That is the charge on Mamata Banerjee.
So you're making
If
a charge
not incompetent,
that Miss
then
Mamata
she's
Banerjee
complicit.
was in the know. She knew and she looked the other way.
If she is not in the know, then she is incompetent. If she is in the know and chose to do nothing, then she is a accomplice. So Mamata Banerjee needs to prove to this country whether she was an accomplice, a mute spectator, or sheerly incompetent. The onus is on her, not the BJP.
Final question is that the Trinamool says law will be delivered, justice will be done, but the BJP, left and Congress should not stir the pot.
The BJP is not partnering with Trinamool Congress. The Trinamool is partnering with the CPM and with the Congress party. That is an alliance that has been declared domestically and globally. But for the wheels of justice to turn, can the bureaucracy and the chief minister themselves be an accomplice in the entire incident? The silence of the chief minister speaks volumes over the shrieks of these women of Sandeshkhali.
Smriti ji, thank you very much for your time. Now you put the ball on the Chief Minister's court, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, and whether or not the Trinamool acts on it. And we will continue to track this story. Thank you for your time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Namaste. Let's take this forward. Let's take this forward with Priyanka Tibrewal, spokesperson of the Bengal BJP, and Tausif Ahmad Khan, lawyer and political analyst.